So hi, my name's Michael. I'm from Kpow Audio. We've been working on the Banner Saga since the very beginning. It's been an incredible game to work on. It's got this depth of story and character and a beautiful world that we can draw on and create sounds for. It's a dream job. It's been really fantastic. For us it's been great because it's given us the opportunity to be nominated for a BAFTA award, which was an incredible honour, and won a Gang award, which again, incredible honour, one of the highest awards in games. It's meant an awful lot to us, and we've got another nomination for the Gang awards this year for the Banner Saga 2. So it's been an incredible title. It deserves all the accolades it's got, and it's been incredible to work on. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what we did for the darkness, how we created it in the Banner Saga 2, and looking forward to getting stuck in for the Banner Saga 3. So we did quite a bit of experimentation to try and get something for the darkness that had the right kind of textural qualities that we thought would represent that kind of throbbing evil presence. This is an early example, something that we came up with. It's got that kind of electricity, the energy pulse that's surrounding the darkness, that gives it, and there's that bass in it that gives it that weight forcing into the world. And we also felt like it had the right kind of energy that pushing it through, so we kind of felt like that was in the right direction. We did some variations on this that were quite subtle, that they had that sort of crackliness, but without the intensity, without the kind of energy that that early one had. And there's this other one that I've got here that I'm not sure if it actually made it into the game, but it's got that kind of similar driving kind of bass quality. It's quite aggressive, this one. I think the problem with it was that when you turned it down, it lost its energy, whereas the other ones, they still have that kind of presence. This one, it has such a full bandwidth that when you reduce it, all of the frequencies get lower and it loses its intensity. But then there's this other one here that is kind of similar to that, and this one did actually make it into the game. It's got more high frequencies, but this one also has a really aggressive, pulsing, throbbing bass quality. And the great thing about this version was that when you reduce it in level, it still maintains that sense of threat. It still has a kind of scary quality to it, which was exactly what we were after with the darkness sound. We needed it to be layered softly and still have that eerie presence, that scary kind of sense to it. So this one here is the high frequency element that we came across. We got this through recording a tape delay into Reaper, which is the DAW that I was using at the time, at the incorrect sample rate or bit depth, and it caused this difficult to listen to, shimmering, digital distorting kind of mess that then, once I processed in various ways to get a kind of sense of movement backwards and forwards through that, it gave this real wrongness that had a sort of shimmery quality. We could use that in various ways with distance for the darkness. So this is how we use those layers that I was talking about. You can see the session here. This is an event for the darkness. It's got a bass pulse, two of the rock layers. They're those kind of shimmery, spacious sounds. And then it's got that shimmery, distorted layer as well. And you can see that there's quite a lot of pitch variation on it. That's that green line is that you can see on the screen. And that varies across the layers. So it gives this intertwining pitch quality to the loops. So the loops, even though the loops are looping every 6 to 10 seconds, the pitch is changing much more gradually over time, and it gives the sense that the sound is an organic sound that's evolving. And it's layered with paired loops as well, with those rock layers of paired loops, so there's even more variation there. So hopefully you can get a sense of this now that we've got the rock layers. They're giving a kind of very subtle, distant, clicky kind of electrical, this crackly, something's going on in the fabric of space and time, and it's enveloping you, hoping that would give a kind of terrifying ethereal quality, like it's in the environment, it's there in the distance and it's surrounding you. And that paired with that sort of bass growl that you can hear now, it's womb-like in a terrifying way. That was the quality that we were going for. And with all of these layers, we can vary them. We can make one element louder or the high frequencies louder or softer. We can rearrange them in various ways, and it gives us the ability to use these bass sounds in different events to give different senses, like the darkness being close or distant, or being more of a threat or less of a threat. So that's how we laid it out in Designer, and that's basically all of the elements for the Banner Saga 2. For the next game, the Banner Saga 3, darkness will feature in much more sophisticated and varied ways, so we'll need to up our palette even more, try and get more uniqueness. At the moment, or in the past, in Banner Saga 2, it was more of a sustained feeling of dread, and I think in the Banner Saga 3 we're going to have to be a little bit more, have unique moments that have very specific elements to them. This is going to be incredibly fun to create, as always, for the Banner Saga, and we're really looking forward to the challenge.